What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another episode of our Pokemon Leaf Green Shadowlocke, our first ever Yu-Gi-Oh! Themed Nuzlocke on the channel. Last episode, we battled Selfish Yu-Gi-Moto, beat that boy. We also beat the Nugget Bridge, and declined the offer to join Team Rocket. We're gonna have a quick team recap here. It's a little bit out of order. First up, we have Misty, our level 15 hasty-natured Starmie, who's putting in some pretty damn good work despite the low level. It's got Water Gun, Rapid Spin, Recover, and Swift. Up next, we got our starter, Sangha, our level 20 bold-natured Raikou, with Bite, Leer, and Thundershock. Not doing a whole lot of battling until we get to a Pokemon Center and we turn in one of our Star Chips. Then we got Blaine, our level 21 quirky-natured Magmar, probably the MVP of the team, honestly, with Fire Punch, Ember, Smog, and we taught it Low Kick, the Mega, I think it's the Mega Punch tutor, right outside my moon on Route 4, taught Low Kick instead of Mega Punch, so we were not mad about that at all. Then we have Dipped, our level 13 serious-natured Drowsy, probably getting replaced. Pound, Hypnosis, Disable, Confusion. I'm not sure. Easily, the first one to be replaced is going to be either Drowsy or Magikarp, our level 14 calm-natured Beautifly, holding the Miracle Seed to power up that Absorb with Tackle, Gust, and Poison Sting. Now, Beautifly does get Mega Drain through level up and Giga Drain. So, honestly, Beautifly might stick around longer than Dipped. Not sure how much longer, but... And then we have Shadowless, our level 18 quiet-natured Ghastly, holding them leftovers with Hypnosis, Lick, Spite, and it learned Nightshade, so she can do some more battling now. And we do have a couple TMs we can teach. I think we got the TM for Shockwave. We can teach it to Shadowless, and we can teach it to Misty. I really don't know which one to teach it to. Shadowless will not get anything by level up besides Dream Eater, which requires a lot of leveling, and of course Hypnosis. Starmie is not going to get anything by level up because it's a Stone evolution. So we are kind of screwed there. I have enough Nightshades, maybe for an encounter. I'm kind of concerned. I better check how many Pokeballs we have. 19. Okay, I really hope that's enough, because if that's not enough, there's a problem. Alright, our Route 24 encounter is... I'm nervous. I really don't want to look. What is that? I'm not looking. I didn't recognize the sound. Oh my raw! Hello? Alright, so my headset's back. It's a Latias. Oh my shit. I don't know why my headset was acting up. I hope I'm not going to have to replace it. But if it's a little quieter, it's because it's in a certain spot and I don't want to move it. Oh my god, what do I do? Alright, so from this point on, all the audio, all the commentary is going to be post-recorded audio because I couldn't get my headset to work. I tried, and I just couldn't get it to work. I don't know why it worked the next day, but I'm not going to question it. I was going with Lick because I wanted to get the paralysis, and I felt like Lick was going to do the least amount of damage. Sure, it was super effective, but I still felt like Nightshade was a little bit risky. Since it's harder to judge how much HP a Pokemon has. Unfortunately, all we had was Pokeballs, and Latias is one of the hardest Pokemon to catch. especially with a regular Pokeball. The paralysis helped a lot. but there really wasn't a lot else I could use to attack it. I mean, granted, you know, I've got fire moves on Blaine, so like I could get some residual resistant damage there, but it was one of those things that it was hard to judge how much my Pokemon could even take, because Psywave, it says it doesn't do a legitimate amount of damage. It's just kind of a random input. Any Pokemon could have died from it. Any Pokemon could die from it, or they could end up killing it too. So I was really nervous about this, and it took a good number of attempts to be able to try and catch this thing. Now, Latias is a Pokemon our team could desperately use for a few reasons. One, it's another Levitate Pokemon, so it can avoid ground type moves. It's a Psychic type, so it'd perfectly be replacing Drowsy on the team, and it's a Dragon type. So it's going to give us, you know, Fire, Water, Electric, Grass, you know, other immunities. Granted, we've got Fire immunity in Magmar, and we've got it in Starmie as well, but everybody who's played competitive knows that Latias is a defensive beast, and having her on the team would give us a great wall to be able to take hits, and plus she's got Wish, which made this encounter so annoying. Trying to keep her HP down low enough to manage was just, it was too much, really. I had to keep attacking it, and then Wish kept healing it, and I only have so much PP left at this point. We knew we were gonna have to use a Star Chip around this time, but I was really trying to wait until at least the gym. I would prefer to wait until after the gym battle, but at the same time, the gym battle, and as Brock showed us in our first gym battle, who had a Latias, we don't want to take that many chances. So I'm trying to wait until I at least get to the gym before I heal, so that we've got plenty of PP on all of our Pokemon. And some of them need it more so than others. Like Blaine and Sangha are great. I started speeding up here because I was already frustrated the audio wasn't working, and so I was just trying to speed up to get the encounter. We did finally get the encounter here. I was so excited, you guys have no idea. That is an amazing, amazing addition to our team. And I've been naming my Latias Urza from Fairy Tail, because I always name I've been naming my Latios Jalal, because he uses this, it's called Heavenly Body Magic, and then Eon Pokemon, and it kind of seemed to fit the theme. And plus, Latias is blue, Jalal's hair, and all his outfits blue, so I was like, you know, that would be a cool little nod. And then I thought, well, Urza's kind of his significant other. She's all about red and stuff. Let's go ahead and name it Urza. So that's what we did with that. Here we're going back to Nugget Bridge to immediately withdraw that Latias, because there is no reason whatsoever now to waste any more experience on Dipped. And we're instead going to go with Urza, who had a sharp beak. I really can't take advantage of that. I mean, I guess I could put it on Magikarp, our Beautifly, because it has Gust, so I can get stabbed and then get the Sharp Beak bonus. But I currently have the Miracle Seed to power up Absorb, so we do a little more damage with Absorb, get a little more health back. And that'll serve us a lot better once we get Mega Drain, and then once we finally get Giga Drain as well. So we've replaced Dipped. We've now got Urza. Drowsy probably will not be back on the team for quite a while, if ever at all. And a calm nature on a Latias. Like, that is a competitive nature, and that's wild. Now, we did give Urza the Twisted Spoon. I know that Psywave does random damage, but I was hoping that it would still boost the damage of a Psychic move. I'm not quite sure it will or not, but I figured there's not really anything else to put on her right now. Once she gets better, of course, I am definitely going to put the leftovers on her. But right now, we're still having to rely on Blaine to be our MVP to carry our team. So, for right now, she's going to hold the Twisted Spoon. Now, we got to go to the Pokemart. We've got to get items. We desperately need Pokeballs after that Latias encounter. I am not mad in the least, though. It was definitely worth it. I would have preferred Latios, but again, I'm not mad. Just because I have used the Latias in a playthrough before, but we really need it. And having Wish, while I think Recover would be better, Wish is still just a fantastic move. Being able to heal in a Nuzlocke where your healing is limited is a really good thing. And not to mention, it also helps that we have the leftovers. It helps that we have Recover on Misty, Absorb on Magikarp. Got a useless TM there. And I was actually nervous about this encounter because I was like, we just got a Latias. What else are we gonna find? And it was a Jinx. I mean, granted, Jinx might be okay. It's Psychic typing though. I really don't want to add another one since I've already got 2 Psychics and a Ghost type, so I've got 3 Pokemon that Ghosts and Dark types are going to just straight up murder. And Ice might be nice, but I decided to leave Beautifly. Like I said, just for when it does learn Mega Drain, it'll do a good chunk more damage. And again, when it gets Giga Drain, hopefully it'll be a beast on the team. Hopefully it'll still be on the team. Or I don't know if I want to say hopefully. But definitely maybe. Now, I feel like because Jinx is one of those Pokemon, I don't really want to call it an exclusive, but you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's harder to catch, especially with a regular Pokeball. So I was really concerned about this one as well. Although we did just catch the Latias, no problem. It only ate, like 14 Pokeballs, which, wasn't that big a deal. I didn't necessarily want the Jinx, but it means now if we run into another Jinx or a Smoochum, I can call Species Dupes Claws and say no to that and just straight up get myself a new encounter. Just like I did in my Soul Link with Pro Bartlett, naming her Mrs. Popo. I think her and Mr. Popo would look very nice together. And now we gotta take on all the trainers between here and Bill's house. I didn't expect to see too much we couldn't handle. And I wanted to... I wanted to see if Pokemon that were good, Pokemon that were going to give decent experience, because I mean we've got low levels. Like Ghastly's up there with Raikou and Magmar now. She just can't battle anymore because she's out of PP. Basically, so is Raikou. So Blaine is the only one that can really do anything. But we've got Urza, we've got Misty, and we got Magikarp. So it's like we're trying to. Not only do they need to get experience so we can level them up, but I'm also trying to, not rely on our only one good Pokemon left. Psywave is kind of okay for taking down stuff, but if she had like Confusion or even Psybeam, it would be infinitely better, because with Latias's special attack stat, we would be one-shotting these Pokemon, two-shotting at the most for thicker Pokemon. So Latias would just be sweeping through all these trainers. But we're trying to get experience, and I'm not gonna just attack for no reason if I know I've got a Pokemon that is advantageous. That's why, like, every time I see a Pokemon that is weak to water, I send out Starmie, because Starmie definitely needs some great experience. Base 115 speed, outspeeding nearly everything. I believe a base 100 special attack, so the higher we get that special attack up, the more that stab water gun's gonna do. And they're leveling up too, which is great. But we can only level them up so much. I don't want them to get too high of a level, and then just out of nowhere I can't even use him because I couldn't control them because I didn't have enough badges. That sucks, because I think Misty's badge is like, oh, all Pokemon up to level 30 obey you. Well, I kind of already have two Pokemon that are above 20, so unless I can get away with not using them very often, which is unlikely, because one, this Magmar is a beast, and two, I actually forgot what I was going to say. Wow, okay. Oh, and Raikou, obviously being a legend, is going to be a beast in and of itself. But I'm definitely not upset with our team right now. Beautifly is the only one I would actually still want to replace. If it comes down to it, we don't have another choice, then so be it. But that would be the next one we get rid of. Obviously, Raikou isn't going anywhere. Latias isn't going anywhere. Ghastly, I'm not gonna box Ghastly. So it'd be between Beautifly and Starmie. In which case, I really like Starmie, and getting a beneficial nature for it is super fantastic. So Beautifly will definitely be the one to go. The next time we replace a party member, but for right now, Magikarp is good enough to stay. I'm even trying to keep Magikarp healthy enough that when we do have to rely on him, that he is healed up, ready to take a hit, ready to be switched in. to forgive me. It's harder to do post commentary than it is to do commentary alongside the content. Not to mention, it's like super hot, and for whatever reason, I'm tired as shit. I should have had more than enough sleep last night, and slept in at a decent time too. So. Also, I went to the store today, or no, yesterday, and at the same time I recorded this, and I found loaded cheesy taco Cheez-It grooves. They're not as great as I was hoping. It does kind of taste like tacos, but there's not as much flavor to them. And I also feel like this loaded cheesy taco, and the picture just shows like a taco, hamburger meat, a bunch of cheese, and a few shreds of lettuce. That ain't shit for me. There's no nacho cheese, no taco sauce, no chipotle sauce, no spicy ranch, so like, it's a really basic taco for me. They're still good, but it's a disappointment and kind of a letdown to someone like me who absolutely loves tacos and then was just disappointed in the lack of taco in these Cheez-Its. I'm usually not a Cheez-It fan anyways. I cannot do regular Cheez-Its. I just don't like them. I prefer these grooved ones over the regular Cheez-It style. But I can tolerate those as long as they have some kind of flavor to them. I mean, I realize the regular Cheez-Its are cheese flavored, but they just don't do it for me. Hopefully, this should be the last time we have to run back and buy potions and healing stuff, so that we can just finish this route and get to Bill before we battle Misty and move on towards Vermilion City, which is great for us because once we beat Misty, we can get a number of encounters. So we can get Route 5, Route 6, Route 11. Is that Route 11? Or is it? No, it's Route 10. 5, 6, 10, Diglett's Cave. And once we get the fishing rod in Vermilion City 2, SS Anne, Vermilion City, and if we really wanted to go back that far, I think you can fish in Cerulean City in the pool. If not, that'll have to wait until we get the ability to surf. But that's 6 encounters. That's 6 encounters. 6 potential Pokemon we can add to our team. Granted, the downside is to that is we have to level them up. The upside is they wouldn't be a Beautifly. Now, I have no real desire to take any other Pokemon off our team besides the Beautifly. Like, if I can get a Grass type that can learn Mega Drain or Giga Drain, bye. But like Misty, Starmie's a great Pokemon. Super fast, hits hard. But if I can get a better Water type that's going to learn better moves, that might be a better replacement. Magmar probably not going anywhere. It's a super hard-hitting fire type. It's got low kick for fighting. I'm sure we'll give it a smog for something else at some point. It's just great. It's literally the Pokemon that carries us. Not only because it's got so many damaging moves, there's so much PP on those damaging moves, and they do so much damage, it doesn't take but 1 or 2 hits for it to knock out a Pokemon. Obviously, Raikou and Latias aren't going anywhere. It would be a bit absurd if they did. Especially because, one, Raikou's our starter, and if our starter's not trash, I'm keeping it. I think for the most part, I have kept my starter in every Nuzlocke I've done. Where, you know, of course if it dies, that's one thing. But the only time I think I've ever actually willingly replaced it was Emerald. I believe I got a Golduck, and I was just like, yeah, this isn't working out. Ghastly, I don't want to replace Ghastly. There's going to be a Haunter soon. Granted, it's going to be stuck with the same moveset, but still, having a Haunter would be really dope. Again, that's another high-speed, high-attack Pokemon. And once we get more TMs, we can teach it. I need to figure out what I'm doing with Shockwave. Because Misty, our Starmie being a Stone evolution, will get no more moves. None. So she's forever stuck with Water Gun, Rapid Spin, Swift, and Recover until we teach her something else. Ghastly, on the other hand, all the way up through Gengar, will learn Dream Eater. That's about the only other good move it learns, which is also heavily reliant on the horribly accurate Hypnosis. So still not really gonna learn anything. That leaves us with Urza, the Latias. She will learn a few things through level up. Right now, all she has is Psywave, which really just doesn't work, as, you know, the reasons I've already told you. However, at level 20, she will have Dragon Breath. And then at level 35, she gets Mist Ball, which, whoop-de-doo, Mist Ball has 5 PP, so that's garbage. And then level 40, she gets Psychic. Now that's what Cerebi says for Leaf Green. But we caught it at level 10. It had Psywave, Wish, and Helping Hand. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, so oh, okay, so that's right. It learned Safeguard at level 15. I was thinking of... It was Brock's Latias that had Safeguard. Classic Magmar versus Electabuzz fight there. I really like stuff like that. Especially because Magmar and Electabuzz were, I believe, version exclusives. Blue version, you got Magmar. Red version, you got Electabuzz. So seeing Pokemon like that... duke it out. I don't know. It's really cool. It's nostalgic for me, or for people like me. So, Latias will learn a few more good moves, but who deserves the TM? Who can take the most advantage of it? Honestly, I think Latias. For a few reasons. One, that would mean Latias could have Psychic, Dragon Breath, and Shockwave. 3 types of coverage. You know, without including any of the TMs. Whereas Starmie would just have Water Gun and Shockwave, and Ghastly would have Shockwave and Dream Eater when it gets to that point. But I'm not gonna include Nightshade. That's like including Psywave, and Lick just doesn't really cut it. It might a little bit once he gets higher leveled, but the reason I think Latias would be best for it is because at their final stages, Gengar and Latias have... Okay, when I saw Dragonite, I was actually terrified. That brief pause there was me looking at its level up moveset and trying to figure out what to actually do to it. Nightshade would have been great, but kind of out of Nightshades, and Magmar just was our MVP. He got the burn from attacking us, or we got the burn attacking him, but he turned around and Thunder Waved us, so that was super dope of him. But so in their final evolutions, Gengar and Latias have a base 110 speed, super fast. That maxed out to be 350. EVs and IVs and all. Starmie's is 115, so a little bit faster. But Starmie's base special attack only goes up to 100. Latias goes up to 110. And Gengar's goes up to 130. But I feel like Latias can take better advantage of a TM move like that for two reasons. One, being that it has super high special defense, base 130 special defense. That is impressive, especially for like this, where I need something that can take hits. So where Latias can take hits and dish them out, that's really helpful. Ghastly can't really take hits for nothing. Granted, when it evolves, when it gets Dream Eater, if I can outspeed, Hypnosis him, Dream Eat him, get health, but kind of gimmicky. Latias has Wish, which is like Recover, but you have to wait a turn. And then Starmie actually has Recover, but... So, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I want to teach, which one I want to teach it to. I feel like I should at some point, because, again, it's another damaging move we could use, and we do have an electric type in Raikou, but it's, it's another move that can take advantage of their amazing stats. We tried again to get the audio working. It didn't work. So, I just went ahead and decided to call this episode here. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. We appreciate the support. We appreciate all of our subscribers on the series. Let us know what you think we should do with that Shockwave TM, and who would you teach it to? The Ghastly, the Latias, or the Starmie? We're going to get out of here, though, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.